There are some headlines from the night. There's a little bit of bad news coming out of Milwaukee. Damian Lillard now out indefinitely. He got a blood clot in the right calf. He's on the medication, the blood thinners, which has stabilized it, and he'll continue to get all the testing that you got to do. The Athletic reporting there's a great deal of optimism that he could return this season. God, it's just a month ago. I get it. You're like, blood clot again, because Wemby had the arm one and he was out for the rest of the deal. But what'd you think when you heard that? This
is well, first thing first, speedy recovery. You know, sometimes in basketball we have real life situations that puts everything into perspective, and so, you know, seeing this, it opens your eyes up. But I hope for a speedy recovery for Dame. I don't know where this roots from, but I'm devastated for him, but the good news is that, you know, he's going to have an opportunity to get back on the floor soon enough. So maybe this isn't, you know, blood clots are obviously life-threatening and serious things, but the fact that they think that he can possibly return this season, that tells you that they have it under control. And so that's some good news, but just hoping for his safety and for his health, and hopefully everything's okay.
Yeah, personally, this isn't a sprained ankle. This isn't a torn ACL. This is something that's serious, can affect his life. So this is not something to play around with, and this is something that I hope we can get better. It sounds like it might. Now, basketball-wise, this team, they're in the playoffs. They're going to be in the top 6 seed. They're not going to fall into the play-in. So at least that does buy him some more time, buys Giannis some more time, this entire team, to kind of figure out different rotations, different guys, you know, possibly with more opportunity, more minutes. But this team needs to be whole to have a chance, and that starts with Damian Lillard. And as good as Giannis is, he's their closer. He's their, you know, 1A or 1B player, however you want to look at it. He is the head of the snake. So hopefully he can get better soon. You know, I hope it's nothing serious, but this team, they're either going to play they're 5-6. The Knicks or the Pacers. Like they're slotted, which is good for them because they know they have one of those two teams.
Who's the guy that has to step up though now? Now you know Dame's out for a minute.
Well, it's tough, too, because Bobby Portis being out that's big.
That's
and
big.
Not a lot of people have talked about how valuable he is, how good he is. You can bring him off the bench. You can start him. You can put him at small ball center. He's been huge. Lopez, he's got to continue to shoot the ball well and give him a different dynamic. But it's the other guys. It's the guys like Gary Trent. It's Kyle Kuzma. He was brought there for a reason. They got off Chris Middleton, who's a Milwaukee Bucks legend. Kyle Kuzma needs to be that guy. He's a third, fourth option on this team right now. With Dame out, he's got to step up. He's going to have more opportunity. He's going to shoot more shots. He's got to be kind of that guy while Dame is out.
I was gonna piggyback on that as well. Like, I know we have our thing with Kuzma. We haven't did fits in a while. So
canceled it.
But again, you trade Chris Middleton for Kyle Kuzma. That's a big gap to fill, right? And so, especially with Dame being out, especially with Bobby Portis being out, this is a great opportunity for Kyle Kuzma to step up and fill in those shoes, you know, and bring his averages up, bring his game up, and be a 1-2 punch that Giannis is going to need to keep this team afloat until Dame Lillard gets back. And also, when he's back in the lineup, now you are the solidified third option of that team alongside Brook Lopez, however you want to do the numbers game. But I think this is a great opportunity for Kyle Kuzma to step up and be the Kuzma that we've known of old, that can go out there and go put 20, 25 on the table.
Bobby Portis can come back on the 8th, so he'd be able to play the final 4 games of the season. Does it matter? I mean, if you're looking at their schedule, the remaining schedule, it's a little bit of everything at this point. Does it matter 6th or 5th? Like, would you have a preference?
I think it's too early right now. I think you try and win as many possible games and don't mess around like that. But, yeah, looking ahead, I mean, who'd you rather want, the Knicks or the Pacers? Either way, it's going to be a tough matchup.
I don't think it matters.
Right
Pacers are playing good, and with Jalen Brunson banged up, and you don't know how much time he's going to have before the playoffs. Sure, maybe I want the Knicks, but I do think the Knicks are overall a better team than the Pacers. So I think you just continue to play and win as many games.
3-6, I think all of those teams are in the same class. Like they're in the same class of what they've been able to do this year, respectively in their divisions. But you know, Milwaukee has just about as much talent as Indiana. They have about as much talent as the New York Knicks. You know, Detroit Pistons, that's a young team that has veteran leadership that's also led by a young guy. So all of those things are pretty much similar and equal to me. So I don't really think it matters for the Bucks to go 6 or 4.
It's crazy to me because in the beginning of the season, we were talking about the Knicks possible contender, best starting 5.
I mean,
Bucks have Giannis and Dame. And now we're talking about the Detroit Pistons being in the same class as them.
What a time.
The NBA is nuts. Yes. And it just shows you the turnaround that they've had, the job JB's done. Like Lewis said, adding those vets. The Pacers, they also started off kind of started off slow, but
really
weird. This team last year, we were like, wow, this team's unbelievable. They play fast. Halliburton's great. So it's crazy just to see how things change so quickly.
Yeah,
and the Pistons they're pretty much a lock. They don't even have to play. They're in the playoffs.
It's the best story. By the way, if you had to guess, the Bucks championship window as constructed, is it closed if Damian Lillard can't come back at all this season?
I mean, it's not closed. Listen, anything can happen, but it's close to close.
It's like half closed. Yeah, it's a sliver.
Listen again. The Cavs, the year they've had, the Celtics are awesome. Like it's tough. The Thunder. Yeah. Like I can't see them beating the Cavs or the Celtics 4 times in a playoff season with or without Damian Lillard. So, but as we know, injuries happen. Different things happen. You catch momentum at the right time. It's possible, but I think it's not likely.
But they're also in a prime position because there's not really pressure on them to be a championship team. Like,
that's fair.
A lot of people feel like it's Boston's championship to lose. If it's not going to be Boston, it's going to be OKC. Like, there's 2 or 3 teams that have more pressure on them to compete for a championship this year than the Milwaukee Bucks. They should use that in their favor. Like, let's just go out there, play free. We know that we have enough talent to be a championship caliber team. Let's kind of fly under the radars and shock some people. So they should use that in their favor.
The Celtics are only 4.5 games behind the Cavs.
Okay, no, thank you. Did you want us to do something with that, or?
Nah.
Okay.
Is there any way?
No.
No, bro.
I mean, well, it would literally have to be the worst case Cleveland, best case Boston. Like
Heat,
the Mavericks.
Suns, Wizards, Hornets.
That's Boston's?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
I don't think anybody moves though. I think it's so many
moves
gaps.
Or
Knicks, Magic.
1 through 3, I think, are solidified.
Wait, what does Cavs have? Cavs is
I don't think from 1 through 3 anything moves.
The Cavs is Spurs, Pistons, Clippers.